What's up, guys? It's Isaac at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, and today we have probably one of my favorite bikes there are, the 2016 Harley-Davidson Dyna Low Rider S. Now, this is one of the last years, or second to last year of the Dyna, but the Dyna Low Rider S, rocking that 110 Screamin Eagle Twin Cam, the dual front brakes, and just the overall bronze and black styling all over this thing, easily makes it one of my favorite bikes and probably one of the best Dynas around. Now this one here in particular, this one's it's pre-owned, it's been outfitted a little bit special here for you. You'll see that stance is right thanks to those Ohlins in the rear, giving you a little extra height and a little bit more comfort all the way around. So just a couple quick points all around on it. You do have the dual, or excuse me, you do have the dual rotors on the front. You'll see you've actually got braided cables there already. You're rocking an LED Harley-Davidson headlight. You've got a vivid black Memphis Shades fairing with the tall windscreen, so that way match the bike beautifully. Then you've got the heavy breather on the side of that 110 Screamin Eagle Twin Cam. You've got a nice little engine guard up here to help protect it and make room for those flow moto highway pegs you got going on here. And you've actually got flow all the way around on this bike, I think. Matching, which is what's going to match your mini floorboards as well as your passenger pegs there as well. You've also got a 2-to-2 Vance Hines exhaust, making this bike sound pretty good. You don't have my gloves there, but you do have this nice sissy bar here with a nice little pointed in, and it looks like you could kind of put some cushion or maybe some keys back in there. And you got a little luggage rack here, so you can really take this bike far if you want. Really nice seat on it. It's actually a Roland Sands seat. Wow, this one looks pretty cool. A little bit different from their standard Saddleman step up you see on most of these bikes. You'll see the Ohlins down there on this side as well, the matching set. Relocated license plate with the little side there. Let's see, we do have some nice T-bars, one piece, some Renthal grips, or some grips with some Renthal, black levers. We do have a Curie Icon Road Thunder speaker with a rather large little phone mount cradle right there. A little Thrash and Supply bar bag up in there. Oh, and the little flush mount fuel cap with the matching side here. And you've got a little Thrash Supply shifter peg. Other than that, I think that's most everything on this bike. And that's a lot. Performance machine grips, those are the ones with the Renthal grip part of the grips. So lots of cool stuff on this bike. Super eager to go rock it and take it around Raleigh. And yeah, let's go ride this thing.
All right, so here she is. Super stoked to go ride this thing. You'll see Vance Hines 2-to-2 pipes, and now you're about to hear it. So let's go ahead and start this bike. You do have the it does have the keyless entry, so that's cool. You just hold the little key fob either in your pocket, or if you're feeling crazy, throw it in that bar bag, and then it's just a button, and then we'll pull in the clutch for safety, and go ahead and, woohoo, sounds good. Yeah, you'll see we got the ABS light flashing, so that means that it's on, doing its checks. Once we get rolling, it'll be good to go. So, let's hear that thing. Yep, I'm sure you guys would rather hear that than hear me going on about this bike, so let's go ahead and get it riding. So, I will go ahead and tell you those Ohlins were super nice. When I went to go put some gas in it, went over some bumps and stuff, and it was good. It was good. So let's go ahead and get our secondary camera going here. Hello. All right. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So enough about that. Let's go ride a motorcycle. So right off the bat, one thing I'm noticing is that these floorboards are very nice, very grippy. The moto style, oh my gosh, this bike can be thrown around. This is gonna be fun. I love my M8 Softail, but daggone, this is cool. This is perfect. Trying to figure out what I need next on my bike. this winch or this fairing, these bars, or these Ohlins. It's perfect. Everything's about this thing is just right. Let's go do some Dyna stuff on this thing. Not quite Dyna stuff, but woohoo. This bike is cool. Super comfortable too. The riding position I'm in is just, it's just right. Very, like, my legs are in the perfect right position. Like, it's not, the mids aren't too aggressive, and they're the like mini floorboards, so I've got lots of room to move them around on. The only thing that makes this bike not perfect is that it's not in my garage, but also the brake control. I'm noticing that I really kind of got the pivot on it's kind of weird. It's not quite perfect right there. So it's I'll let you see it here. The pivoting on it is a little bit tricky to get just right. I mean, you can run it. You can still get on, it's no problem. It just takes a little bit of adjustment to get used to. These pipes are loud, they sound good. This bike sounds rowdy. The mirrors, underturn mirrors look cool, but I can see everything I need to right there. Wow, I need taller bars. Gosh knows, oh, it just goes over so beautifully. This seat is amazing. If you're looking for a Dyna, if you're looking for a motorcycle, come get this thing. Holy cow. I love this bike. It's so beautiful. Gosh knows it'll move too. Do the old camera check, make sure it's on. Oh, it's got cruise control. Look at that. Maybe I'll go up a gear. Miles on our bikes, just over 10.6. Fuel range, that's nice. You've got an LED fuel gauge on the left. I'll talk about this later. Anyway, so highway riding was gorgeous on this thing. I could feel a little bit of wind up on top, but it was kind of turbulent, like it wasn't just putting it all right there, so it really wasn't buffeting at all. So yeah, man. This thing's cool. I forgot to mention the LED turn signals and all that stuff on the front too. Brakes are good. Yeah, it just takes a little bit of adjustment, but I'll talk about it now. So most of your foot's typically standing there, so it's a little weird to pivot around. Like normally you'd have a peg to pivot on. So you're not you don't feel like you have quite as much leverage, but it's still pretty good. Oh yeah. It's gorgeous. So now some other stuff you've got there in the little display. You've got the miles on the bike, which I was saying this one has just over 10,600 miles on it. So baby girl got lots of room there. You got the Trip A, Trip B, you got your fuel range, which was nice, and it complements the little digital fuel gauge that we have on the flush mount cap on the left. We do have our gear selection here. Normally on most bikes it's gear/RPM, but we got our tack right there. So you don't really need both tacks. But you probably do. No, it doesn't have a digital tack. So cool, I'll just leave it in gear because that's probably where I'm better off leaving it anyway. So, and you've got the little speaker there. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I'm not going to use it, but I believe it's just a Bluetooth system. So pretty solid there. It's got a braided clutch cable too, so that's nice. Woohoo. You got highway pegs too, so that's pretty cool. So you can really kind of stretch out. Wow, those are the perfect spot. Y'all come get this bike. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can really stretch your legs out on it. Wearing some shoes with kind of some softer rubber on the grip, so I mean it bites into these things. Not bites too much where it's uncomfortable, but bites where, you know, it really grabs on beautifully. So yeah, you've got big old phone mount right there, so you could, and it looks like it's does wireless charging too, so that's pretty neat. You just, so you don't have to worry about your phone being, you know, water getting in the port and all that stuff when it rains while you got your charger on. Let's go ahead and throw our feet back on these controls there for that red light. Oh, this is nice. All right, we're gonna come up on some twisties here in just a second. Let's go and give it some. Let's ease that up a little bit. So yes, the 110 twin cam is kind of like the best twin cam, and it's kind of been like the best Dyna here. So I mean, everything about this bike is just right. You know, it's got the Dyna shake, but it's just enough to really let you know this thing's running and ready to tear up that road in front of you. But it's all stable and comfortable enough that, I mean, this is a real, this would be a great bike to, you know, this is a Horizon mile marker chaser bike right here. So it's cozy. Maybe I need just a little bit more pullback. Nah, I'll just slide forward, and that's all right. I like this seat. It's a lot different from your standard, your traditional Saddleman step up, but I feel just as locked in here. This is nice. Cornering is amazing on this bike. I don't really know where you'd run out of lean or where you'd start to scrape, because everything's just, this bike's tall. Let's go ahead and get it. Oh, it holds the corners beautifully. I mean, it just dips right on in, blasts right on out of them. This is a good bike. Just the right amount of rowdy. I like this windscreen. That's pretty good. Really keeps some air off of you. So you're pretty comfortable. You've got a little bit of air coming around on the sides. So that way, it's, you know, if you're in a mesh jacket like I am, you know, you're not dying from no airflow. Let's get on some brakes a little bit. Yeah. This bike's cool. Let's go ahead and throw those up. So that one doesn't lock in. It needs a little bit tighter of a bolt. Noticing these pegs like start to come up a little bit when I twist my feet some, even. But I mean, they're locked. You're locked in on this bike, so I mean, it's you're molded onto this bike. So I mean, it's ready to roll. And the cruise control is nice. You need to make a quick adjustment on your jacket or something like that. Good to go. This is I'll probably take you on the shorter loop today, because I mean, as much as I'd love to take the long loop and really spend some more seat time on this thing, I think I've seen all I need to. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this bike right here. More in every gear to give you. Ooh, man, this thing is fun. I mean, Softail's cool, but gosh knows this is fun. Dynas are great. And it's cool enough. I've got enough breeze going that I'm really not, you know, feeling much heat. I mean, the one twin cam is known to be a little bit warm, but it's cozy. This is good. This is good. Man, the Ohlins setup too. I'm not sure if there's anything in the front. I don't really see any signs of suspension work in the front. No adjustment for preload, anything like that. We'll take you on a different loop today. Let's change it up a little bit. Oh. Brother, what you doing? Taking a try. Oh no, hello. You can see me now. Tell you what, let's run it back. Like smooth. Let's hop it back on Tryon. Let's go do some stoplight sitting for you. This thing's fun. This thing's a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit of heat, but it's not bad at all. It's not bad. Let's see if I wanted to put it in neutral. Oh, we got a green light. This is a fun bike. I mean, and it looks cool. If you were gonna go take it somewhere, you got the little luggage rack in the backrest, so when you could throw some luggage on, be good to go. Bring it straight through the city here today. We'll change it up some. Welcome to Tryon Road. Not sure if you guys have seen this yet. Tryon, fun fact, Tryon used to be 2-lane for this part, but this section here is now all 4-lane from here, from Lake Wheeler back there, all the way to South Saunders, and it's fantastic. Nice and smooth, flows really well. It's not all backed up like it used to be from somebody trying to turn left up here. You got turn lanes now. It's not bad. So let's go ahead and hit you with what's a U-turn like on this bike? Let's find out. This is like a good place for that. Let's see, you're in traffic. It's so balanced good. Gosh knows. This bike is cool. not much traffic. You creep out, give it a little bit of rear brake ready. And not bad. It's just perfect. You can cruise on it. I will say there's one thing I don't like about the Ohlins in the rear, and that's that it makes you realize how bad you need them in the front. Not that the front's bad, it could just be better because you're sitting on one of the best set of shocks you can get. But something I'm super excited about now. You can really take your Harley-Davidson to the next level, especially your Softails, your Milwaukee 8 Softails, because for a while Harley-Davidson's been rocking those we'll shoot down this way. For a while now, Harley-Davidson's been rocking those the Screamin Eagle Ohlins kits for, I guess it is a green light. Oh, that's backed up. We're gonna cut through right here. Ohlins has had the Screamin Eagle, or Harley has had the Screamin Eagle Ohlins kits with the remote reservoir rear shocks for baggers for quite a while now. Maybe this is open. We'll give it a shot. Judging by how backed up that traffic was, we probably made a mistake. But we ball. We'll see what we got going on. The remote reservoirs, hello. The remote reservoirs, they look cool. They look so cool. Just kind of lets everyone know you got something a little special going on. But one thing that you got going on, but there's been kind of a desire for that same level of upgrades for the Softails, especially with all the new push, or with the bigger push towards a lot of people do want those performance Softails, and we've seen them with the Low Rider STs and that sort of thing. So now available to order, you have the Harley-Davidson Ohlins rear shock for monoshocks, and it's cool. It's got the remote adjustment for the preload, but it's also got I think a remote reservoir or a remote adjustability for the dampener as well, which is an upgrade you have now over the original Ohlins for Harley-Davidsons. I believe it was like the 502 or something. And it gets even better because now there's an Ohlins drop-in kit for the front forks on inverted Softails. So Low Rider S's, Low Rider STs, and I believe even the Sport Glide, you can throw those bad boys in there. So now on your Low Rider S, Low Rider ST, you have the ability to run Ohlins all the way around on your bike, and really bring that bike to the next level. So your performance is there with the 117. You're good to roll, but now you've got the ability to really crank your bike to the next level. The Showas are great, but the Ohlins are just a bit better. So that's something I'm pretty excited about. Almost as much as I'm excited about this motorcycle. This is a 16 Dyna Low Rider. Come check it out here. It's back of the road. We turned around just to hit these bumps again so that we can really see what this Ohlins combination is with the bumps. And it's fantastic. It's great. I can spend all day on this bike. I want to spend all day on this bike. Oh, man, it's great. I mean, I might cut the video off and just play I might just cut the video off and play with the speakers here. That might be the move. I don't want to say the rear floats. It's very smooth. It glides right over the bumps, but you've still got good feedback from the road. and that's what I think is pretty important. So you're comfortable, but you kind of still know what's going on the road surface. Woohoo! Man. I'm having a blast. This is a fun bike. If your bike doesn't look cool, if you don't think your bike looks cool and it's not fun to ride, you're on the wrong bike. You gotta have something that just makes you happy, and this bike will make you happy. No doubt about that. So let's try to get fancy here. Oh man, the turning you can do on this thing, so good. Throttle by wire even. Everything about this bike is fantastic. Let's roll it right here for it. Let's see that stability, and beautiful, beautiful landing. That's nice. Dyna kickstand behind the primary, so don't go searching for it. It's behind the primary. Go ahead and give it that proper Dyna stance and throw leg off of this bike. Yeah, this thing's great. Oh, and it's got some other linkage right here, it looks like. I don't know whose linkage that is, but it looks cool. Yeah, this is it. You've got adjustability on the Dyna, or on the shocks here, so you'll see it's super easy to really fine tune those things and get them right for you. Yeah, this thing's super clean, super fun to ride. Wrinkle black all over where it's not shiny black, or vivid black, but and then the nice beautiful bronze wheels. So this is definitely a motorcycle that you're gonna want to come see. But yeah, so that's your Dyna Low Rider S. In the meantime, ride safe and come see you soon.